Hello there and welcome to my YouTube channel, Julia McNeil Crafts. So today I am working in my Jane Davenport Journal and we're working with April kit. So part of my goals for April was to use this kit that I have created for myself and to sort of tick a few things off my list that I really want to do. One of which is to complete this journal. So this is one of the pages that needs done, and as I was looking at this paper I thought that went quite nicely with it, so I think that's going to be my starting point. I'm going to get some of this paper in here and then we'll work out where we're going from there. So I've got, I just think it goes quite nice with the background that I've already created. I'm just going to tear the edge of that so it's a bit torn. So what I will do is I will link the video to the April kit at the bottom of this one. But basically I struggle trying to use things up. Well, no, I don't. It's more, I've also got this in my kit as well, though those colours look quite nice, so we'll just take a little bit of this as well. What I tend to find is I always want to use things up and I always have great intentions, and then I hit a wall when I get so far with the stuff that I have done. And so I've taken inspiration from Laura Alberts and Dawn from Shiny Silver Treasures in the attempt to sort of build up a little bit of a kit. That's quite nice. I like that. And try and work myself through a kit, so rather than just trying to get through my papers or something like that, I've sort of put lots of little elements together, and of course we all have these crafty goals, one of which is like to actually complete a journal, to use ink stamps. I've got quite a few crafty goals, and so far we're into April and I've not made any headway with them, so you don't have to wait till January to start your goals. You can do it anytime you want, so we're starting in April. Well, I've had this idea since February. I've just not had the time. I've just torn that round because I want the torn edges. I want the white edge of the torn edge on both sides. So this is just adding a bit of detail, and obviously I had these papers in the kit that I made and they go really, really well with this particular page, and I'm just layering a whole load of them. What I'm going to do after this, I have no idea. I think we may have to read the bit box. We'll see. We will see. But yeah, I've just managed to get a little bit of interest on that. So we've already had the background done from another journaling day. Oops. This is just to add an extra little element and to use up some of the things that I've done. What we're going to do is a focal. I'm not completely sure. I probably will maybe get some gesso out. Okay. And just knock a bit of gesso over that and tie it into the page a little bit. There we go. Got some white gesso here. She says, oh yeah, we're managing to open it a little bit. Okay. So, I do have stamps that I put in the kit, but I'm not sure that they are going to go overly well today. But, oh, we'll see. So I like to do this. I just find if I've added elements onto a page that just sort of gessoing between the borders, between the edges of that and what we've already done, just helps it to sort of feel more part of the page, but I've still got the delicate colours that were in the paper there as well. This page we've got some different colours going on. It was a bit of like a rainbow page, I think. So I might pick out one of those. I think I might pick out that yellow, and we'll just maybe edge this in yellow and then see where we are once I've done that, as to where we might go. And next, as I said, we can have a rummage in the bit box and see what we've got. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll just dry this off and then I'll be back. Some fossilised amber in Distress Oxide, and I'm just going to bring that around, and that's going to sort of hopefully give us a tie-in with the page next to us. And just, yeah, because it's like they are going to be pages independent, but it just means the colourways and different elements are sort of similar. So I'll just maybe bring in that for a bit of warmth. I do have these that I've made. Don't know with those. Decisions. I'm just wondering whether, so that's part of my kit as well. That was like a card, little journal card that I'd made ages, and that's ended up in my scrap box, and it kind of went with the colours that I'd put together. So maybe we'll do a journal page without too much fussiness on it. And what I'm also going to do is, just to help me see this page in comparison to this page, I'm going to just do that same doodly border. So I'm going to grab my brush 3, I think, of the Jane Davenport pens, and let's just create the same sort of squiggly border that we've got here. So these, even though we're kind of going different, it's a completely different page in its own right, and I want it to look good in its own right. I'm sort of borrowing a couple of elements from that side of the page, just so that they kind of tie in together a little bit. So we'll go down like so. And I'll bring that across. So I'm very loosely holding this. I'm holding the top of the pen. I'm not going for accuracy. I'm just trying to create a border, and I think, well, especially when it comes to doodly borders, you're best going for imperfection. Because that's when it looks more natural, it's less likely to go wrong. I'm just going to draw a couple of circles in there, the same as what we have on that side. And as I said, it's just going to help me to sort of draw the eye in a little bit. So we've got that, and then I'm wondering, I don't think I've got anything in what I've pulled out from my thing, but what have we got? See, in my bit box I've got, that's an Art by Marlene thing. That maybe works. Ooh. So I've got, I like that. Got a bit of a paintbrush. Oh dear, randomness. I've got some utter random. Oh look, I've got mermaids. I've got a little octopus. I mean, we've got a little snowy girl there, and then an octopus this side. Brilliant. I quite like that. Oh, we've got her. No, the colours of that one go better. And then we've got the octopus as a spear as well. We could have another one. It's amazing what you find in your bit box. Random elements. And again, this is what I absolutely love about a bit box, is that there's no way I would have possibly thought of even putting those things together. And yet there they are. Together on the page. Oh, we've got a little cloud. I do love a cloud. I do love a cloud. And we've got a love heart. Oh, that's a bit bright. Although I could knock it back with a bit of distress ink, but I can't be bothered, quite frankly. Oh dear. Yeah, I like what we have though. That's pretty. Oh, we've got another cloud. That's what I was hoping to find. There we go. I think we could have something like that. Do you know what? I need to zoom out slightly because you can see it, but you can't see the full page. So I'll just zoom out a wee second. Okay, that's a bit better. So yeah, when I was flicking through and thinking I needed to finish this page, obviously I was thinking of something to go with her. The Under the Sea Mermaid doesn't go with her in her winter snow thing at all, but I like it and it kind of works for me, so I'm going to go for it. Right, and not only am I using up some of my kit that I've set aside, we're also getting stuff in the bit box used, which is awesome. Right, so let's get this down. A bit further down. I absolutely love, especially with journal pages, creating them from a bit box. I just think you end up with such random nonsense that you maybe would never have come together, but because it's all sat there, it kind of does. Now I'm just putting glue along the bottom edge, and that is so that it allows me the ability to tuck things behind a little if I want. I'm just going to pop her there. This was from, these mermaids were from doing a Dawn and Julia Create, where we made a little mermaid thing. I kind of am getting the position as to where I like her with that background element. So although I've built the kit, and as I said, if you want to watch, I've got another video where I show the details of me building the kit and stuff like that. I'm not sticking exclusively to it. I mean, obviously I'm always on the lookout to sort of use the stuff in my bit box, because I don't like it to end up overflowing. Do I want another? Yeah, let's have another one there. So I'm always happy to dip into that anytime, and it's not that I put the kit together exclusively to only use that. I put it together of like, this is what I want to try and use up this month. These are the elements I want to use up. Rather than just kind of wanting to just go for a full paper pad. I love the idea of just going through a full paper pad and using it all up. It just doesn't seem to work for me. And this is the thing, we can be inspired by other crafters and what they're doing, and we can try it, and if it works for us, fantastic. But if it doesn't, that's okay too. We've all got different styles, we've all got different methods, we've all got different ways of working, we've all got different ways of enjoying our creativity, and if we're trying to do it a certain way and we find that we're not enjoying it, then stop doing it, because it's fine. You don't have to do it that way. Do it in a way that suits you. So this is me, I've sort of taken ideas that I want to achieve and sort of like, okay, let's tweak it, let's get this so that it works for me. I know having a paintbrush coming out of the sea onto there is incredibly random, but I also just really want to do it. So I don't know whether to, yeah, I might have it a bit further over there. But I'm liking. I likes. I likes. Right, what I'm going to do, because I've only got the two clouds, is I'm going to have one here, and then I'm going to chop one up a little bit so that I've got the ability to have three, if that makes sense. Yeah, make your crafting work for you. I think that's what I'm trying to say. If you're not enjoying it, then there's absolutely no point. Because this should all be about your hobby, doing what you want. What I'm going to do is just chop that in half, and then that means I can put one over here. Because I like things in threes, but I'm not particularly, I mean, I've got the stamp, I could stamp out more, but I'm not particularly wanting to do that right at this moment in time. Trouble is, I've stamped these on, I keep sticking my finger in the glue. I did this with these clouds last time on another project. I think it was on the Take 5. Right, I just need to hold some of these bits down a little second and make sure they adhere. I've got a little thing that I should just try to hold it down. I might be able to lift that glue off with. If not, I will do what I did in the last one, which I think is what we're going to end up doing. Add some sparkle. That's the advantage of having clean, oh no, I managed to get it off. Clean fingers when you work. There we go. Oops. Still might add a bit of sparkle. I've dropped something there, so now I just need to work out where I'm going to put this last cloud. Maybe there, I think. This is utterly random. It really is, and it's not at all what I thought I would end up doing with her. I thought I'd be getting one of my girls out and having like a 2-page spread that matched. Utterly random. Utterly love it at the same time. Now I have 2 bit boxes. It kind of goes against my ethos because the whole thing is like I don't like to end up with more stuff than I can use. But the reason I have 2 bit boxes is one is just a bit box with all my stuff and one is a JMC bit box. It's just that when I'm doing lives for my brand or videos that I'm just trying to look at my brand, it's handy to have my stuff together. So that's the only reason that I've got 2, but I'm just wanting to see if I can find a sentiment in this, and I know I don't have any sentiments in the other one, so that's why I'm looking in here. Please don't bug the lady. The colours go, but the sentiment maybe seems a bit strange with a mermaid. What have we got? Got one about Alice. It's not particularly... Oh, hang on. There we go. It's the little things in life that make... It truly is the little things that make life so amazing. But I'm going to break that up. So, and I'm just going to... So I'll have it is truly. It is truly. Oh, I've lost the ability to speak by the sounds of it. My husband will be delighted. I'll pop that in. I'm going to pop this down here so that it's in that little journal tag. Kind of maybe makes it make more sense. So I'm going to cut this right down. Like so. I like this. I like it a lot. Can we tell? Right. Oh, I love it! Right, let's get my black marker pen and we'll just edge those before we stick them down. Okay. Okay. I really have stopped talking, haven't I? The last video I was recording I was kind of getting a bit dry by the end, so I have gone and had a little cup of tea. And I'm waiting for it. There's a blizzard. I need to go and do a post run. But last time I looked out the window there was a bit of a blizzard going on. It was really strange. Yesterday we had glorious sunshine. We were out in our t-shirts. Today it's snow. But even the day itself was a bit strange. Sometimes you're like, oh, that's it. It's all nice and bright and sunny and lovely. And you think, oh, that's it done. And then the next minute you look out and there's like a blizzard. Our poor cat got caught out. It was funny. She just all of a sudden came bolting through the cat flap. I think she'd gone out and it was quite sunny and then got caught in a complete blizzard. Poor little toot. I find that with lockdown life, it's kind of like, because obviously it's the school holidays and although things have eased a little bit, it's like garden only. So the weather we've had, it's not really possible to arrange a garden play date. So it's like we're still having to find things to do in the house. So we did a bit of marbling this morning. She's currently doing Lego with Daddy. And then we've got, we've ordered her a couple of Lego kits. That hopefully should arrive next week. But I was kind of like to my husband, do you know what, we may as well. Because we got her some of the more expensive kits. But I said, if you think about it, you know, had it been normal school holidays, I'd have been taking her out to like probably one of the adventure parks and she'd probably go swimming and she'd probably go trampolining and, you know, it was like all the money we'd have spent all that. I think we should buy her some bits and bobs to do in the house. So we're managing to keep her entertained. Hoping to like maybe meet my mum for a walk tomorrow, but again it's meant to be, the weather's not meant to be brilliant, so we'll see how it goes. So I'm just getting my sparkle pen now, and I'm just going to pop that over the clouds. I've decided to go for that. It's gluey fingers. There we go. So I think that might be me done. I think what I just maybe want to do is I like to add sort of almost like faux cross stitches. You've probably seen me do that, but I just maybe want to do that with my journal tag. Let's just add it on so it looks like it's been stitched into the page. Okay, so that's me. So thank you so much for joining me. As I said, the details of What I mean by my kit will be in the description box below. Thank you for helping me just sort of use up a bit of my stash and play in my journal. It's always a pleasure to craft with you. I hope you've been crafting with me too. If you have, let me know what you've been doing in the comments below. If you have enjoyed it here, please do consider liking and subscribing and possibly hitting that bell so you're notified when I upload, and I will be back with some more crafty goodness very, very soon. Okay, take care then, and goodbye.